Morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the Money Matters Morning Show, where we talk all things faith, finances, and the freedom of good credit, as well as entrepreneurship. You can catch me here every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, as well as Periscope. So thank you for joining me this morning. We're going to get right into today's topic, but let me introduce myself to some or reintroduce myself to others. I am Nefateria Robinson, and I'm a certified professional coach, author, as well as a speaker. And I am the person that high-earning professionals turn to when they want someone to work on their behalf when it comes to dealing with the credit bureaus as well as their creditors. I am the person that they turn to. So on today's broadcast, we're going to talk about how does medical bills affect your credit score. That is what we'll be talking about this morning. Please feel free to join and share this broadcast. I truly appreciate that. So let's talk about the unpaid medical bills. And yes, they can affect your credit score. So if you have any unpaid medical bills, they do affect your credit score. Typically, the doctors and hospitals don't report to the credit bureaus, but what they do is when you do have an unpaid bill, they send it to a collection agency. And then that collection agency, then those are the people that's reporting the activity of that bill to the credit bureaus. That's who is doing the reporting on that. So one collection account can cause your score, if you got a good credit score, which is generally 700 to 749, it can actually cause it to drop to 50 to also 100 points if you have typically a good credit score. And I want to mention to you, in case you didn't know, I am offering a free webinar this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time called 5 Ways You're Killing Your Credit Score. You can, the link to register is in the description of this video. Okay, so let's continue to talk about how medical bills affect your credit. So what happens is when they go into that collection, and they're with the credit bureau, they go into collection. So different credit scores, it will weigh the medical bills differently. And so it's weighed in different ways. And then the newer version of the FICO, which is the FICO score 9, it actually ignores paid collections accounts or medical bills carry a lot less weight. However, the FICO score, FICO 8, looks at any small medical bills that carry an original balance of $100 or more. The good news about that, if you have a small medical bill, it won't weigh as heavily, but most of us, if you have any kind of medical bills or collections, it's more than $100. So it just depends on what scoring system, whoever you're trying to get some new credit with is utilizing. That will determine how your medical bills that have been unpaid can be effective, okay? So then also there's a Vantage Score 4.0. Now that distinguishes medical bills and collection from any other type of collection account. So they separate them and weigh them differently, period. So in penalizing medical collections, and also they penalize medical collections they penalize it less than non-medical debt, the Vantage Score 4.0. Also, they generally ignore medical bills that's less than 6 months old. So the Vantage Score 4.0, it penalizes medical collections less than any non-medical collection. And then also they kind of ignore medical collections that's less than 6 months old. Now, although some of the scores make it a little easier, but most lenders are using the older versions of credit scores. So just keep that in mind. And so generally, if the lenders are using older versions of credit scores, they're not giving any kind of special treatment to medical bills whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. So if you have a collection account and it's being reported negatively, good morning to you. Life is beauty. And it's being reported negatively, when you just keep that in mind when you're applying for loans, mortgages, or any type of credit or insurance. Just keep that in mind, that if you do have medical bills on your credit report, then it can be impacting your credit score negatively. So it's kind of to sum up today's topic. We're talking about how can medical bills hurt your credit score. So generally, medical collections may hurt your credit score. So just know that. Go into it with that kind of mind frame. Also know that some scores will score differently than other scoring credit scores. So, Vantage Score 4.0 is going to score it differently than the FICO 8 compared to the FICO 9. Just know that they're going to score those differently as well. And just know that the damage is worsened on older version of credit scores when it comes to your medical debt that you may have. This question was submitted to me, and I tell y'all all the time, if you have any questions about saving, budgeting, paying off debt, credit questions, you can submit your question at bit.ly/asknefr, and I answer your question right here on the Money Matters Morning Show that you can catch every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook as well as Periscope. Also, feel free to comment inside this video if you have any questions reference today's topic, and I make sure I'll get that answered to you. Also, remember, you can follow me on all social media at Nefateria Robinson. That's Facebook, Instagram, as well as Periscope. But on Twitter, I'm at ACT with Nef. So please feel free to tweet me if you learned anything today or what you learned today. Or also, you can tweet me and ask me a question as well about how does medical bills affect your credit. I thank you for watching. Don't forget, I do have that free webinar tonight, 5 Ways You're Killing Your Credit Score. The registration link is in the description. I'd love to see you there. Talk to you soon. Bye.